Greetings, people of the interwebs, and you join me once again on a Monday morning at, I'd say it's about 4 minutes to 6 at the moment, waiting to set off for work, and once again it's time to record a Monday morning miscellaneous. Oh, poor car, it's like frozen up. Frozen up? Why? Why is it frozen up? Right. Let's get going then, I suppose. Mr. Matthew Harrison has just sent me a topic for Monday morning miscellaneous, and I shall tell you at the end of this what the topic was. Let's see if anybody can guess in the meantime. I hope weather's not like this on Saturday for Rustyville. That would be tray annoying. Oh, that's a nice sunset, sunset, blooming heck. You're not going to be able to see it though, because I've not got camera pointed right way. And I can't stop there, so I should actually do that. Next Monday. By gum. Right, continue down now. Thank you. Yes, -1 apparently, although the car is now saying it's 2. 2 what? 2 bloody cold, that's what it is. So, what have I been doing then this past weekage? Weekage, that sounds like leakage, doesn't it? Went to see Paul Roverman on Friday. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. I dropped him off some seats. Some seats and some wheels. And an exhaust back box. So I figured he could use them. And if he can't use them, at least there's some metal in them he can use for scrap. And of course it is, or tis not tis, was. Tis was! It's time for tis was. No, it's not time for tis was. It was the first Formula 1 Grand Prix of the season this weekend, but not on Sunday, it was on Saturday. And I was confused about this whole situation until they kind of explained it. They kept saying, don't forget Grand Prix on Saturday, but they didn't say why it were on Saturday. The reason is, not Sunday just gone, but the next Sunday is when Ramadan starts. And the countries that they're racing in, I think it's because of the countries they're racing in, they wouldn't be racing on Sunday. They've had to put next week's Grand Prix to Saturday. But because you've got to have 7 days between events, or 6 days between events, a week gap, that meant that this weekend had to be on a Saturday as well. So it's all been jiggled forward a day. But it's only for these ones. It just seemed like bad planning, that. They spend all this time and effort thinking, we should do night races so it's more at a time for European audiences and all that jazz. And then they go and shuffle a whole day. A whole day. To me, that's just daft anyway. But yeah, anyway, the Grand Prix. But it got some moments. But if you're the sort of person that only concentrates on who is winning and who's in the lead, then yeah, you're not in for a good season, are you, by the looks of it? But if you're the sort of person that watches it as a whole, then yeah, there were some interesting battles. There were some cars that you expected to be quicker that weren't as quick as what you'd expect, and vice versa. So the order seems to be pretty much the same as last year. Maybe Aston Martin are on an upward trajectory, going up, getting better trajectory. There we go. It's Monday morning. You can't expect me to pronounce long words like congulated. Oh, you're getting a bit too warm now, Godzilla. So yes, there was that. There was the Grand Prix. Such a joy. I've got a new knob for Jenny. Not fitted that yet. And some mats. That's all going to be in a video to come. And some colorant. Some colorant for the dashboard, which I hope works. But I bought the wrong colorant. I bought one that was way too light. So now I've bought one which is way too dark. So I can mix the two and get a good match to the door cards. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know how much I've put on videos already, but the interior of Jenny has faded quite a bit, but only certain plastics, which is weird. It's very weird. Like the rear wheel arch covers where the seats are. Where the seats have been, it's grey. Where the seats aren't, it seems to have bleached like to a creamy colour. But the door cards, they're still grey. The B-pillar covers that we've done something with, they'd gone horrendous. They degraded and they were like crumbly. And yeah, and the dashboard and the kick plate bits in the footwells, they've gone like a beige colour as well, which is très bizarre that some bits fade and some bits don't. And it made it doubly confusing that they seem to have used the same beige headlining and bits like that on the interiors, even if it's a grey interior. So I couldn't tell whether somebody had swapped the door cards over before and they were the wrong colour, or whether they, I don't know. It's just very confusing. But yeah, it just looks like everything. No, not everything's faded, and that's the confusing bit. But it shall soon be rectified. Somebody should tell the weather that it's motherfucking spring. We don't. Oh, it's -1 now, according to my little computer. -1. -1. Bloody hell! It's March. Excuse me. Although I read somewhere, and I'm gonna try and get this straight. So, beginning of March is the start of spring from a calendar point of view, but the end of March is the beginning of spring from a no, not ecological. What's the word I'm thinking of? Metallurgical. Is that right? Metallurgical point of view. Apparently, but that doesn't make sense because then. Well, maybe it does actually, because I'm sure it snowed on my birthday before, which is the end of March, which is a good segue into another thing that I should really mention. And I am talking like this because I am quite evidently JM on cars. And I have plenty of cars to pick and drive. Not jealous at all, JM. Not at all. I would definitely not like your one, your lifestyle, two, your number of cars, and three, your number of subscribers. In fact, if I had your number of cars, sod your subscribers, don't need them, don't want them. Only kidding. Subscribers of the world, Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff. There, nobody wants them. It'd be a good idea for me to talk about what I said I was just going to talk about. It. So, end of March, which will be, oh my god, I can't remember the date now. Whichever one is the Saturday after Good Friday, is it the 30th or the 29th? Blooming heck, Simon. Memory like a sieve. Whichever that Saturday is, and I'll create an event, I'm going to do a Smashing Pistons meetup. The exact details I'm not sure of yet. Mr. Rob from Beards and Bangers will be there. I believe Matthew from Shorts on YouTube will be there. Hopefully Adam will be there. Hopefully a few other people. I've got a vague idea of a little driving route, but I don't know how convenient that area is for people. So yes, keep a lookout for that. There's an event on Facebook on one of those dates. I'm sure it's the 30th. Whatever the last Saturday of March is. And so I'm trying to think of a good starting place, and then a bit of a drive, and then stopping off at a pub, which I think is still open. If it's not, we'll have to carry on to a different one. Oh, I'm so well organised. Well done, Simon. Right, B-roll time. Bye.